Hey, everybody. Welcome to the PWO WrestleCast prediction show for Money in the Bank. Backed by popular demand, it's Pat.
The only thing anything with WWE is going to do ratings.
Not until they bring back Goldberg.
We have Codd Sinclair with us as always, repping that Money in the Bank background.
Yeah, too bad I cut
And
out
I'm
two
your
of
host,
your
Matt.
champions.
So, Money in the Bank.
No.
This is a show that's happening.
Yeah, let's
It's
see
happening
how
a
many of
week
these
earlier
matches
than
have.
I thought it was.
You know, this is next week.
I did think it was next week.
Not as many repeat matches as I originally thought.
I mean, you know what?
Too many injuries in their get back to health matches.
Yeah, R.I.P. Bayley.
All right, guys. So we have currently 6 matches on this card. All right. There's potential for there to add more, especially with SmackDown coming on air tomorrow. We're, of course, recording this Thursday night. So if there's something added, you'll probably see us update it through a PVR, which if you don't know what that is, Codd, hit him with it.
You know it's already predictions by Ryan. I believe I went 4 for 6 or 5 for 7 in my debut at Fyter Fest night 1. So I'm very much looking forward to keeping the streak alive if any filler matches are added onto this card.
Good news. Shinsuke is in the Money in the Bank match, so they won't be adding Baron Corbin or Shinsuke if they add matches tomorrow.
Yeah. Good old King Nakamura.
There's still time.
Oh, wait.
There's still time.
How many times have they wrestled in the last month?
I don't
Every show.
know.
You know what's going to get added? Since Shinsuke's in that match, he's going to wrestle the guitar guy, Boogs.
I was thinking Rick Boogs.
Baron Corbin,
Also,
Rick Boogs.
Don't be surprised if we see Humberto versus Sheamus added to this card.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised. It's probably going to happen.
Isn't the match tomorrow night? Are they doing that on SmackDown?
No, they're Raw superstars.
No.
The match tomorrow night
on Raw on the Monday show. Haven't they announced it already for the next show?
I don't believe them in anything that they put on
because they're trying to do like Raw, they're trying to book it since their first Raw back, like Monday after Mania type of.
That is actually a very good point. Is SmackDown the first show with fans tomorrow night?
Yes, correct.
Which means
and
Money in the Bank will be the first pay-per-view with fans since WrestleMania, and we're gonna have our first Monday Night Raw with fans.
Yeah, they're like that's everything I've read is they're trying to make it like the Monday after Mania type of.
This is gonna be, I think, a big series of matches or shows to watch here for WWE. Expect to see some craziness tomorrow night for sure. There's rumors of Becky Lynch showing up. There's rumors of John Cena showing up either anytime between this week and next week. He could be on any of the 3 shows between Money in the Bank, Raw, or SmackDown.
He's a free agent.
And we talked about this on Monday on our WrestleCast, but also I feel like I need to throw this out again, specifically, don't play anything copyright.
Only 10 seconds of it. I can get it in 10 seconds, right?
I don't know our guidelines. I just don't want to get this show taken off the air. What I'm getting at is you need to be patient with fans. All right? You need to be patient with fans. Don't expect fans to be wild the entire show. We have all come from Ring of Honor Best in the World this past weekend. Ryan, you and I were able to attend Next Gen Wrestling in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
The stamina is not there. Okay? Everyone needs to kind of lower expectations. They're going to put on as good of a show as WWE is going to do. Take that as you will. These are probably going to be some of their better shows that we're going to see from them. That doesn't mean it's going to be great. Doesn't mean it's going to be particularly good. It's going to be probably the better shows they can do. Expect surprises.
It means something different. Or the same.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches going on simultaneously inside of Titan Towers and people getting thrown off of buildings.
Is no one's going to get thrown off the roof and die.
Are you sure?
Not during the match, anyways.
I don't know. Shane McMahon's still somewhere in WWE.
Oh,
He'll do
my
it just for the heck of
God.
it.
I didn't know we were talking about the best in the world.
I hate you. The best in the world was this past weekend at Ring of Honor. But seriously, guys, everyone,
And everyone knows that's
lower
Dalton Castle.
lower expectations for fans. Fans are going to be tired within about an hour.
Lower your expectations.
For real.
Yeah.
Lower your expectations for fans.
Yeah.
I lost my voice in 30 minutes.
You really did. And we weren't even out of the free first hour.
It was a good show.
I thought we did very well at Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor, I thought did very well, but you could tell the longer the show went on, the less crowds were into it.
That's a 4-hour show.
It was. Money in the Bank should be anywhere from 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, but no, we're not going to get into this.
And look, it wasn't even just
people
us
things
either.
to cheer about, they'll cheer.
I think
They'll
fans are going to
figure
cheer
out
no
a
matter
way.
what.
Yeah, and you can even take it from our good friend Tantalizing Tony, who was also at Ring of Honor, and we met there. Just the same vibe that, after the first, hour or so, it was really hard to get chants going, really hard to kind of, really get going as a crowd.
And you got to remember 2 things. One, you have a much more, I don't want to say passionate, because WWE, I'm not trying to take away from the passion of WWE fans, but they don't know any better.
Ring of Honor is a much more hardcore fan base.
Much more hardcore. But that being said, I mean, what was the crowd number at ROH? Because we were still doing pods and there were still sections of
Ticket sales were what was it again, Ryan?
Couldn't have been more than
1250.
1250. I was going to say there couldn't have been more than 2,000 people max. So 1250 sounds about right.
And even hearing
you're
that,
probably going to have 10 to 12,000 fans at Money in the Bank, one would think.
Yeah, I would say expect volume for the first half, and I think fans are going to do their best. Fans are just going to be happy to be there. I don't care how in love with the product you are. Live wrestling, there's just nothing like it. It's always fun. All right, but just be gentle with fans. Okay, if they're tired by the Roman Reigns Edge match and people are wondering why neither man are getting the reaction that people think they deserve, because I'll tell you right now, I don't care the storyline. I would cheer the hell out of Edge just because it's Edge wrestling in 2021, something I thought wasn't going to happen 10 years ago. Yeah. So
don't be surprised if that goes. Don't be surprised if that goes on first.
I don't think it will be first.
Squishy squash.
I would almost tell you they may put it on last to tease a cash in.
I mean, you could always. Well, yeah, you can't put last at the end because of Goldberg.
If they're smart, they'll open with the men's match.
Yeah, you're right.
I think just open with a Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yeah, I would open with that women's garbage.
To tease unless you're gonna have Becky come back and win the women's one.
They already have filled in all 8 spots.
Oh man.
That's what I said.
I thought Natty was 7.
She
added
was.
Oh, who is
Tamina. Yeah, the rumor was that it may be Sonya Deville. She's been working towards her in-ring return. Some people have speculated
the past couple of days.
Yeah, and then it was heavily rumored that maybe it was Becky Lynch.
All of those things would have been better. I am very pro Sonya.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I miss Daddy Deville.
I can tell you it's not going to be Bailey because, she's on.
If they were really smart with all of this being the comeback to live crowds, if they were really smart, they would have gone all out and gotten Tessa Blanchard.
See, but I don't think they would have done that until there's fans to begin with.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, I could see SummerSlam. You know what I would have preferred?
Mm.
Maybe instead of putting the women's tag champions in the match, put that newly brought up tag team from NXT that you just put on SmackDown. Let's put Shotzi and Tegan in there. That'd be much more.
Or keep Tegan away from ladders at all. I mean, unless we're gonna put like some sort of pulley system for her to get up them, she needs to stay away from ladder matches.
You're right.
But the battery said 100%.
Yeah, 100%, 100% fixed for
100%
today.
Yeah.
All right.
It is worth noting though, before we jump into the review, that like we said, Bayley is not in the match. They've removed the SmackDown Women's title match completely, and that has been moved to Friday Night SmackDown, which is tomorrow night. It's going.
You guys think they're gonna have some sort of
Murky finish and put in pay-per-view? That's what I was thinking.
Because it's going to be Bianca Belair versus Carmella tomorrow night for the title. And it would not surprise me if it gets pushed to this again because of disqualification.
Just for the sake of it, why don't we predict who will be the women's champion by the end of Money in the Bank? Well,
Bianca.
Bianca doesn't have a match.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
If it gets moved.
make a prediction.
Bianca.
Yeah.
Because it's Thursday. Breaking the wall here. We're shooting for SmackDown.
Oh, I've already said it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I still think it's going to be Bianca.
Mella is money.
I'm with you, and I love Carmella. I don't think they're going to take the belt off of Bianca until SummerSlam. It's going to be someone bigger than Carmella.
I think SummerSlam at the very least, because she just won an ESPY.
I think that's also a big part of it.
Take it for what it's worth. I mean, it was the moment.
You know what though?
Mm-hmm.
If Bianca goes over clean and beats Carmella tomorrow, is there any way we see the return of Sasha Banks and we see Banks versus Belair too at Money in the Bank? I feel like that's a possibility.
It'll be a quick turnaround.
It will be a quick turnaround, but you're returning Sasha back right in front of crowds.
I mean, it does make sense in the sense of why you would have that championship match before Money in the Bank.
You've also already sold out Money in the Bank as well, so you don't need to worry about selling any more tickets.
Yeah, but you're still selling pay-per-views.
I don't think you're wrong, but I think
wouldn't it have made more sense to announce Sasha Banks and just keep it on the card?
Meh.
A little bit.
I think mainly because you want to keep the surprise for a live crowd.
That's fair.
And I think Sasha's around casually enough to not be like it's not Becky returning, you know? We just saw Sasha 3 months ago at WrestleMania. We just saw her at the ESPYs.
Like, she's so forgettable that you forgot she was actually gone off television.
Honestly, she's been kind of missed on SmackDown. SmackDown's needed her lately.
SmackDown needs everything.
What does that say for Raw?
Somebody get the coat hanger.
Brand apology. Then we're going to listen to the fans again.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Also, we're going to blame Baron Corbin because that's just what we do.
Because he's constable.
And poor.
I like Baron.
You can buy a cameo for him for $400, and he doesn't want to do them. But God, he really needs the money since he no longer has a crown and no longer has endorsements.
You know, I can go get one. I can go get one from Mance Warner for like $30.
Is this how we get? Oh God! All right, table all of this for the WrestleCast on Monday.
Yeah.
We gotta get through this show. We haven't even started yet, and we're like 15 minutes in on this thing.
Yeah.
It's all in editing.
Nope.
No.
Going in Raw.
Yeah.
Up first, we have the Raw Tag Team title match. It's AJ Styles and Omos versus the Viking Raiders of Eric and Ivar.
If I may,
take it away.
AJ Styles and Omos will almost get the win because the Viking Raiders are coming to take back what's rightfully theirs. I think this has been a fun run with Styles and Omos. I think it's time for AJ to get back into the singles picture. I think the Viking Raiders are on Raw to be a tag team. Put the tag team titles on a legitimate, actual tag team.
I'm going to top you there. I almost care about the fact that the Viking Raiders are going to win the titles.
Yeah.
You're up.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news, boys.
Oh, gosh.
Wrestling math. It always works every time until it doesn't, which is never.
Yeah.
Viking Raiders stood tall at the end of their segments on Monday Night Raw, which means the dirty heel shenanigans of AJ Styles and Omos are going to win, and we'll get some kind of crazy match at SummerSlam where they will lose the belts.
I hope you're wrong. I'd rather see the Viking Raiders defend the titles and retain at SummerSlam against another actual credible tag team. I don't want to see.
We don't have those on Raw.
You don't have those on the main roster at all, but here we are. Yeah.
Here's the other thing too. No, because they're gonna be busy doing something else.
OP wrestled for the title.
No. You know how that's gonna go. We all know how that's gonna go. Here's my other thing. I don't think they're gonna pull the trigger on separating AJ Styles from tag team wrestling to singles wrestling, because I think that's where he will go. I think he still keeps almost as his Diesel, as his bodyguard, but he goes back to singles wrestling. And I don't think we're going to pull the trigger on that just yet, especially when we already know, I think, the next couple of challengers for the WWE and Universal Championship. I know, we're all depressed.
Imagine how I feel
ready to
having
move
to
on?
break the news. Yes, let's go.
Up next is the Raw Women's Championship match. It's Rhea Ripley defending versus Charlotte.
I really don't care. This feud is awful.
I've learned one thing, and one thing only, from Jeff Hitman Hall. Never bet against the Queen.
You're right.
Hook or by crook, Charlotte wins.
Yeah, she needs to. And I'm a little surprised this is not no disqualification after what happened at the last pay-per-view, where Rhea Ripley retained by disqualification by throwing Charlotte into the table.
She didn't get disqualified for turning the table. She got disqualified for turning the table thing off.
The table cover and hitting her with it.
Still. Like,
Still stupid.
Worse.
Still very stupid, yeah.
Although, here, give your prediction before I tell you my horrible, horrible feeling I have.
What's actually going to happen, because you're both wrong, is Rhea is going to get herself disqualified again, leading to a double turn where Rhea becomes the heel and Charlotte becomes the face, and Charlotte stands tall at SummerSlam.
That's still Charlotte winning.
Yeah, but you're both wrong about.
I didn't say she was going to win the belt.
the outcome.
I just said she's going to win.
Whatever.
DQ wins a win, baby.
Yeah, this is why I don't care. They haven't done anything on Raw and in segments to make us care.
They had that really bad crutches segment that I do not encourage my worst of enemies to go watch. Here's my counter to all of this, and I just have this bad feeling. Charlotte is going to lose by disqualification this time, and we're going to get a last women's standing match at SummerSlam. I hate the trading DQ wins across pay-per-views, but it wouldn't be the first time we've seen this with AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. And I don't want it to happen, but I could see it happening.
If Rhea Ripley low blows Charlotte Flair to retain her title, I'll be totally fine with it.
No. Charlotte has to get disqualified.
If Charlotte hits Rhea with a low blow to lose, but then get a match at SummerSlam, we'll be fine. Listen, it doesn't matter.
All right. Universal title time.
I was going to ask if this is Ryan's brutality.
Speak up a little bit.
I was going to ask if this is Ryan's brutality.
It's not women's tag, so it's close, but not there yet.
Universal title match. Roman Reigns defending against Edge.
Oh man.
God, this sucks. This really sucks.
It sure does. You already know.
Because I feel like everything is lined up for Edge to win here. And it makes sense for Edge to win here.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think Edge is going to win here.
No, it's going to be Roman by disqualification. So you can have
I don't think
Roman
by
and Edge at
disqualification. I
SummerSlam.
think Roman's going to win clean.
Ah.
Or well, not
Clean
really.
because they're not caught? Or
Yeah, clean because they're not caught. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can get on board with that. There was a
maybe this
rumor.
leads to Roman versus Edge in a Hell in a Cell match at SummerSlam, brother.
I think we're missing the big one here. We're getting Roman versus Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam.
Daniel Bryan's not signed to anyone's roster.
No, you're correct. But somehow, whenever it's Roman Reigns versus Edge, Daniel Bryan always figures out a way to insert him into the match.
I don't think that's going to happen this go around. I would tell you, I think more likely is we'll see someone job out to Roman on the way to SummerSlam. And I couldn't tell you. All rumors are it's going to be Cena versus Roman at SummerSlam. All reports, everything is it's Cena versus Roman for the title.
Yeah, and if that's the case, Roman wins here, Cena wins at SummerSlam, gets number 17. But that's for another prediction.
I think it just confirms that Roman is going to walk away with the title.
Yeah.
Just like Pat just walked away from this situation.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, it's by hook or by crook, it's gonna suck because Edge deserves one, and you're right. It's built for him to retain.
If the rumors of John Cena weren't so prevalent, I would be sitting here telling you Edge is going to pick up the win here, because I think everything in the story is there for it. The redemption arc, the return. Fans are back. It's a one-on-one match like you always wanted, you know? God, and maybe I can't believe I'm saying this. I think I'd prefer to see Edge versus John Cena for the title. After all the years of me saying I'm so tired of this matchup, I think I'd rather have that. Am I crazy? Have I lost my mind?
What if I told you Baron Corbin was going to enter Shinsuke Nakamura before the match tomorrow? One of the Usos gets to replace Nakamura. Wins Money in the Bank. Edge beats Roman clean.
And then hands over the fucking
And then Uso hands over the Money in the Bank. And Roman wins the belt back.
Why are you gonna hang myself?
Before the end of the show.
I actually like that a lot.
No! No!
Got him.
I hate everything in this life. This is the worst timeline.
This is so off the rails.
The resale value of our house is going to go down significantly.
After I put a hole in the wall.
If Matt actually finds a way to hang himself with this computer charger like he's trying. Right now.
Oh my gosh. Should we just move on for now?
That's my prediction for that match. And the Money in the Bank match. I'm locking it in.
All right. Well, let's move on.
Being I know. besides
Oh,
Vince McMahon?
This is the only reason I wanted to be on this prediction show. I've been
To
thinking
try and
about,
get a free house?
I've been thinking about this all morning.
oh my gosh.
I'm so upset right now. Genuinely can't tell you how upset.
Because
I am.
it's the total WWE thing to happen.
Very.
Shinsuke is going to get hurt in 22 and a half hours.
We lost our
And looks-
camera.
Hey, there we go.
Are we back?
Whoa. I don't see camera. I see Matthew Lilly.
My prediction upset Matt so much his camera shut down.
I genuinely can't get our camera back on. All right, we're back. Pat's wording broke my camera, so I had to run, find a new one, set it all up. But my closing thoughts, because God forbid I'm not giving Pat any more time, because he'll break this camera. Roman Reigns is going to win.
Agreed.
Inevitably.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Yeah.
How far in the Metalingus are we going to get before the Uso brother hits him with the Money in the Bank?
Up next, Bobby Lashley is going to defend the WWE title versus Kofi Kingston. And unfortunately, we've already heard that some Oldberg is going to happen on Monday Night Raw. So Bobby Lashley is going to maul Kofi Kingston.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
He's going to maul Kofi Kingston.
Well, he might beat Kofi Kingston.
He's going to maul Kofi Kingston.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty easy booking now that they've already announced Goldberg to appear on Monday Night Raw. Bobby Lashley for the win.
Do you also officially have Bobby? Bobby.
Kofi.
Really?
Kofi.
Interesting. See, here's my thing. I kind of think Big E might win the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I also
And I
think
think
that
this might get teased against.
Heel turn.
I don't think so. I think they're going to turn him heel.
What would you be more upset about? If Big E turned on Kofi breaking up the New Day, or my head of the table?
Oh, your head of the table thing. I love Big E. I don't care how Big E as a world champion. I don't care. Give me all.
What if
my
What
money.
if he didn't? Kofi beat him.
So the women's Money in the Bank ladder match has. Are you just here to ruin my day? Is this your whole life's purpose at this point?
yeah, yeah.
Ruin me.
Yeah, when we were filming the Slammiversary prediction show right before this, Matt told me that we were gonna have a third man. It was gonna be Pat, and immediately I was like, he's just gonna come in and just try to fuck with Matt.
I
Immediately.
mean, these are all real predictions that I really expect could happen.
This is what I live with. I want you guys to realize this.
Obviously, they all can't happen, but
I'd live with that.
one could happen.
So for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, we have Asuka, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Ash, almost a superhero, Liv Morgan, Zelina Vega, Natalia, and as announced today, Tamina. Ryan, who you have winning?
Do I have to pick someone?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't say James Ellsworth. We've already done that.
You're right. I can't. Man, you know what? Betting odds are probably on Alexa Bliss to win because she's already been stopped. Because she's already been.
I don't know that one.
Because she's already been teasing what she could do with the briefcase. So betting odds are there, but I really don't want to see any more of this stupid character. So to shake it up a little bit, I'm going to say Liv Morgan.
I also have Liv Morgan.
And see, the reason being is that they're kind of playing this storyline on SmackDown right now where Liv Morgan's not getting the opportunities and she's got to push and push to get what she wants. And I think this is going to be the breaking point for her where she's going to push, and she's gonna go on a rampage and get the contract. I also thought about picking Zelina Vega, thinking that there might be some shenanigans with Sonya Deville. But no, I'm gonna go Liv Morgan. It's not gonna be Tessa. Don't worry.
So,
But what if?
as Money in the Bank is already established, that you don't have to actually be announced for this match to be in this match.
Brock
You know,
Lesnar.
like that time Brock Lesnar came and won,
No, he filled a vacant spot.
but he wasn't in the match. He wasn't
No.
announced, but he wasn't announced.
But he was the last
Just
competitor.
let me finish.
No. But he was actually a
I am
competitor.
under the assumption that one of these women will not show up, despite being announced. So we've established this can happen. 25 minutes into the match, after a ladder spot, the lights are going to go out. The lights are going to come back up to a wavable, inflatable tube man on the top of the ladder. And Bailey's going to come out with a match. Because she's not really hurt. It was all work.
Is that your actual prediction?
That's my actual prediction. But I'm doing what I most feel like WWE will do.
If I may interject, just to clean up some, just to clean up the mess here. Braun Strowman attacked Sami Zayn during the beginning of the match. They didn't name a replacement. However, Brock made a return as his unannounced replacement. So
exactly.
So he was a replacement as a competitor.
But
he was announced as the replacement. He was the unannounced.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took someone's spot. He took Sami Zayn's spot.
But also, I got Nikki Superhero winning.
Nah, it's not a bad call.
No, I think it's between her and Liv Morgan right now.
Alexa Bliss wins. God.
I don't think
Off.
they're gonna push the Asuka win. I don't think they're gonna push the Naomi win. I think that Bliss is gonna be used elsewhere. They're already teasing a feud between her and Eva Marie.
To be fair, one of the Usos did just get a DUI. Naomi might get a push.
Naomi might win.
These things tend to go hand in hand.
Yeah, and that's the heavy rumor right now as far as that whole situation is that so many things are already deep in storyline. They want to finish the storyline out completely before they do anything in terms of like a punishment or anything.
Which in WWE terms means hopefully after a month you guys will have forgotten about this because we have no intention of punishing you.
It means I did it for The Rock.
What if we feel the blow on Sunday?
So for our men's Money in the Bank ladder match, we have Ricochet versus John Morrison versus Matt Riddle versus Drew McIntyre versus Big E versus Kevin Owens versus King Nakamura versus Seth Rollins.
Okay, so hear me out on this. If one of the two things that I already said doesn't happen, you know, the Uso or the Big E one, what's gonna happen, which is gonna be equally awful, is Matt Riddle is gonna win, and then to gain Randy Orton's acceptance,
He's already put it out there. He's gonna put for the tag titles. He already put it
Oh,
out there.
that's even worse. That's even worse. No, Randy will somehow talk him into giving him the heavyweight title opportunity. That's what I think is going to happen.
You are all about that. Somebody winning and giving it to somebody else.
Because there's nobody in the match that I really want to see win it other than KO. But let's face it, it's not going to be KO.
You want to know who is going to win it?
He's going to say Kevin Owens.
No, I'm not.
That's good because it's wrong.
You already said it earlier.
Nah, it's not gonna be Big E. I want him to, but it's not gonna be.
No.
Seth Rollins is gonna win, guys. Death, taxes, Rollins beats Reigns.
Oh man.
Think about it. Every singles match, Roman Reigns has not beaten Seth Rollins one-on-one. Rollins will cash in ahead of time. He doesn't need to cash in, and it'll be heel versus heel. But think about it. No one else really. They're not going to do Drew McIntyre because they're not going to, because he has the storyline with Jinder. Jinder will cost him. That's openly going on currently. So he's already going to be X'd out. Sami Zayn is probably going to take out Kevin Owens. Corbin's already been mentioned for Shinsuke. Big E really is the only other option here. And honestly, as much as I want him to win, I don't think that's going to happen with Goldberg and Cena on the horizon. Matt Riddle, I think, is going to get screwed by Randy Orton. I think a lot of outside interference is going to happen in this matchup.
God bless.
But look at the actual storyline. I mean, Matt Riddle put out a missing person report for Randy Orton because he hasn't been found. He hasn't been on Raw in weeks.
Which is why he's going to show up after the Money in the Bank contract is won. And instead of tag match, he's going to be like, you really want to be my friend, bro? You'll give me that.
No,
briefcase.
I think more likely.
And he'll be like, bro, I do want to be your bro. Let's bro.
Nah, he'll do a tag match and Orton will screw him in the tag.
You don't think that's literally what's going to be said on television?
I hope not.
Ricochet and John Morrison are going to kill each other. They're going to take each other out of this match.
Oh, those two are absolutely there just for spots.
Yeah, and they've already been doing it. I mean, we already had a no disqualification match with them on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Where we've already gotten a big ladder spot. They're there to be spot monkeys.
Bro.
So, logistically speaking, that leaves Matt Riddle, Big E, Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens has no momentum. Matt Riddle is about to go into a one-on-one feud with Randy Orton.
For the world title.
No. As much as I love Big E, they just don't give him these opportunities yet. I'd love to see it, but I don't think it's happening. Seth Rollins is the safe answer. He's the guy who you already have a built-in story with. And hell, you could have Seth Rollins cash in on John Cena after John Cena wins his 17th world title. Because there's history there too. Codd, who do you have winning?
I have Big E. And it's going to involve John Cena going out on his back after he wins. You are absolutely right. They don't give Big E these opportunities. But I do think that Cena has been more willing to kind of give his back for the business per se over the last handful of years. Regardless of, Super Cena years and all that business, we're well overdue for a Big E world title run. And I think, let the stuff play out with Roman and Cena and Edge and get past that. He doesn't have to cash in immediately, so let him win here. It's going to be a huge pop at the end of the night, or second to last of the night, however it's booked. It's going to be a huge pop. I mean, Big E's one of the bigger faces in the company, and I think Big E could go into this Cena match. Hey, I'm all about hustle and loyalty and respect. I challenge you, Pikachu. And
I have a question. If Big E becomes the world champion, does he get his last name back?
No.
Because I'll tell you right now, I don't think they're going to make the world champion Big E with the name Big E. I hate saying that, but I think it's very true.
I have a real question for you.
What you gonna do?
Does your Big E storyline seem realistic and like it could be something that would make a lot of sense?
It does, and I think I know where you're going with
Every
this.
time a storyline like that, it makes sense, and it makes sense. It's just there to happen. What happens?
It
The
doesn't
opposite.
happen.
Randy Orton championship.
You're right.
I know I'm right.
He's
It's the
he's
stock
not
answer.
wrong. God damn it.
It's like when the creative team sits down like we are and they pull things out of a hat. 6 of those 10 things are Randy Orton World Championship. And that's how we're booking the title.
You
I'd
have
like
some
to challenge
voices
you
in
on
your
that.
head.
Wait. Because I don't think 6 out of 10 of those say Randy Orton on. I think the creative team actually has ideas. Vince just scribbles them out and puts Lol Orton wins.
Or it's crossing
point
out says
is-
Goldberg.
Every time you think there's some momentum to a storyline in WWE, what happens? Randy Orton Championship. It's time, baby. Start hearing those voices in your head
Yeah.
because they're going to comfort you when you understand that's the only thing that could happen here.
I'm starting to realize that that's why I drink.
Why? Because I'm not claiming to be an expert about WWE, but I may know all the results before they happen.
Just
Partially
realized Sasha
because-
Banks is on this promotional poster I have on behind me.
I was looking at that and was like,
Sorry.
You're welcome. What
Is
can
that-
I
that
say except you're welcome?
that is supposed to
This
be for
year's.
this year.
It's this year's.
Sasha's on it.
Yep.
Yeah, right there.
Oh boy, and she's right by Bianca.
Right there.
That's happening.
You're welcome.
Confirmed.
I mean, it's no Mance Warner's eyes in the back of the poster.
I
but
want you guys.
You're right. Shit's trippy.
Next 3 of 4 nights of WWE.
hope.
Friday night, I'm just telling you what I can guarantee. I guarantee these things will happen. Friday night, Sasha's back to challenge Bianca,
You're welcome.
and Shinsuke wrestles Baron Corbin.
Also, you mean Happy Corbin?
Sunday night,
Calling him by his name.
it's happening.
Oh my
And
god.
with that being said, guys,
And then Monday night,
what are you looking forward to the most in this show?
da 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 da. Let's go.
Fucking,
Goldberg on Monday.
oh my gosh. You're right.
What
This
do
is
you
a
regret?
reminder. This is a reminder if there are any matches added.
Well, since we've gone there, JR, what do you regret more? Inviting me on for this prediction show?
All of this
Or-
gone in a headache.
Or the fact that all of these predictions, you're terrified that one of the 3 have to happen for the men's title?
I think you're wrong on all 3.
What do you think out of all the outcomes, Codd, that could possibly happen? Are my 3 versus the field? Gun to your head, what are you picking?
I'm picking one of the 3,
You get to pick
unfortunately.
all 3.
Okay, yeah.
3.
One
No,
of those
I'm
three is
saying
happening.
like you get
One
you
of those
get
3 is
those
happening.
3 options, or the infinite amount of
Yeah.
other options that could be booked.
Oh, I'm picking the infinite amount of other options.
Matt's dead. Gun to his head, he's dead.
Right, so when Seth Rollins wins,
You know what?
we'll have words.
We can have words because you know what? We'll be pleasantly surprised here at PWO.
Will we?
I will be.
Well, if there
I
are
gotta
any
tell you
matches
something.
added, hold on.
Bro, it's
Oh my
happening.
gosh. If there are any matches added between now and Sunday, you can crack open a can of PBR and find out how I am predicting those matches. And that is a YouTube exclusive.
I'm on summer vacation, Ryan. So if you need some assistance with that PBR, I can help you drink them.
Bet. I'm always down.
Shotgun and stunning here on the podcast World Order. With that, guys,
Referee's discretion.
I
creative
just want to
control.
let you guys know. Tell us what you think about these theories in the comments.
It was so bad. I could go there. All right, guys, let us know what you think. Check out the Zazzle. If you're on the YouTube, I hope you're on the YouTube if you're watching this video. Check out a lot of the extra awesome, incredible content right there. Check out the WrestleCast Mondays and Thursdays. And with that, I must bid you adieu. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you enjoy Money in the Bank. I think I speak for everyone when we say we all hope that Pat's wrong. Although chances are he's probably not. So have a safe weekend. Don't drink too much following Money in the Bank.
Or do. Whatever.
Goodbye and good night. Bang.